Hello there, this is Scott from Hi-Lux Optics, back again to mount an old-fashioned scope onto an old-fashioned rifle. The particular rifle I'm looking at today is the Henry H001 that I first saved up to buy when I was younger. This rifle has seen quite a few years of being taken to the range and, well, it's about time I put a new scope on it. You may have noticed this particular setup of the Rimfire mounting kit in a previous video where I got zeroed in at the range with an all-black 6-power scope. But today I'm going to mount the two-tone on again and, well, go ahead and get it back to the range and get it sighted back in. Let me take everything off here so that you can follow along at home and see how this kit works. The components in this kit, there are a front and rear mounting bracket. They will go into the 3/8 dovetail of the rear sight and onto the 11mm rail found on many rimfire rifles. Let me take these all the way off, and we will start over. I think you'll find that when you mount it up at home, it's going to take you less time to actually get it done than it will to watch this video. There's remarkably few parts involved, and they're all pretty straightforward. We'll start here at the front. It's got a base meant to fit into the 3/8 dovetail commonly found on these rifles, and on top, a block that comes with both the posa and crescent cuts for pretty much any of the vintage scopes. The posa cut, that flat bottom side, is going to fit the 3 and 6-power short scopes that we have, while the crescent cut is going to fit the Unertl 8 and 20 power, as well as this 6-power two-tone. Whichever type of crossbolt you have and whichever side it happens to be on, just turn this to face the proper direction and flip it around as need be. I will slide this in, get it roughly centered, and I'm sorry I had to turn it away from the camera for a moment. And then you'll just tighten up that set screw right in the center back there. Easy peasy. Considering we're talking about rimfire ammunition, which will mostly be 22 or 17 caliber, there's not a whole lot of recoil. I did not Loctite that previously when I was testing the prototype, and I'm probably not going to Loctite this one either. If you like to make sure that it stays in no matter what, a little dab of blue wouldn't hurt. Now the rear slides right onto this 11mm rail, and you can just tighten in the 2 screws found on the side. However, I'm going to take one extra step and make sure that these are mounted 7 1/4 inches apart. It's the same spacing I have on all my other rifles, and I like to keep the adjustment values consistent no matter where I put the scope. I'm going to measure from the center of the crescent face, right where that little point is, and just get that spaced out. Very cool. Once that is done, let me tighten up one so I can turn this towards you. All you have to do is tighten up these 2 screws on the side here. They will clamp it very tightly onto the dovetail. Sorry, onto the rail. And just as before, I did not Loctite these when testing it either, but again, a little dab of blue certainly wouldn't hurt anything, just make it a little more difficult to remove. The crescent cuts are both on the right side, and the crossbolts for the scope I'm going to put on are also both on the right side. With the mounts on, all I have to do is slide the scope in place, wiggle it a little bit to make sure that I am locking in properly to the crosscut. And then, okay, there we go. That's it. Now, you can loosen up this front ring or the sliding locking ring, set your eye relief, level out your reticle, then take it to the range and get it zeroed, which actually is going to be the next thing I'll be doing as well. The setup is indeed remarkably straightforward, and I'm sure that by now you've probably already finished it at home as well. Well, whatever you happen to be mounting this on, I hope you enjoy shooting it, and you take it easy out there.